Honey, where is he? Where's your doctor?
Dennis is at a seminar. I'll bring him by tomorrow.
I can't find my culottes.
Grandma, you look sensational.
Oh. Relax, relax. You're already in the will.
Before anyone does anything,
That's him. He's early. I haven't finished my face.
Well, the only thing left is to dip it in bronze. We'll get it. I wonder what he looks like.
I just hope he doesn't have hair in his ears. What's got me so sad? Oh, I just never had two better friends. I just can't stand the thought of leaving you.
Boy, he will not live to be a paper man. Florida is having a drought. In the entire state, there is not enough water to make a cup of tea. He finds a puddle.
She's sleeping. In fact, I'm hoping her interviews go well so she can transfer to a college here and I can see her more often.
I was never close with any of my nieces. They all became nuns. It's hard to shop for a nun at Christmas.
Oh, my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
What?
A rat!
A rat? It wasn't a rat. It was a cute little one. Day or night?
Last night.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Mr. Barton.
Well, looks like you had a little bad luck here.
Boy, we certainly did. Any damage to your place?
Nope, not a scratch.
Oh, thank goodness. If the wind had been blowing in the opposite direction, your tree could have fallen into your living room.
What do you mean, my tree?
She means your tree. Really, Rose? I always thought Churchill said that at Yalta.
But the point is, some people you think are mean might just need a little kindness.
And some people, like old Lady Claxton, are just plain rotten.
Well, I'm going to prove you're all wrong. Now, there's a week left before the county commissioners' meeting. I'm going to be as nice to her.
No, I meant that for $10,000, I might try my hand at lyric writing. I mean, maybe we could, team up.
You mean music by Rose Nyland, lyrics by Dorothy's Bornat?
Well, why not? I mean, we could be the next Rodgers and Hammerstein, the next Simon and Garfunkel.
Married, but after his wife died, there was no stopping him.
So?
Well, we could finally consummate our long and burning passion.
And
It took about 10 minutes. He wore his watch.
Driving from the airport any minute. Oh, my God, that's him. Oh,
how does the dressing room look?
who cares? How do I look?
Welcome, Mr. Ma.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Give me those. What are you doing here?
I had an hour to kill before work. I thought I'd swing by to meet Mr. Hollywood.
Fiore Jr. He didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps. He thought scum was beneath him.
You know, I just realized the best reason of all to join this walkathon.
What's that, Ma?
I'd get away from this ditz for a whole day.
We had to use cotton and fish ointment.
That's nothing. In Sicily, we use a leaf in the river.
Ma, you never had a baby in Sicily.
I was a baby in Sicily.
Disposable bottles and formula. We had to sterilize our bottles and make our formula.
I nursed. Your brother was...
To him, that feeling was the feeling of living in America. In America, you always felt like you were among friends.
Mario, that's just beautiful.
You should hear it when I read it. Hi, Rose.
Oh, hi, Mario. How about a nice snack?
Sure, I'm starving.
stroke, 2 aneurysms, and a spastic colon.
Sounds like a guy I play checkers with.
Hi, Renee.
Oh, hi, Rose.
Then you will talk to him tonight.
I will try.
Oh, Renee.
Dorothy, it's crazy, but I feel like how can I bother him? He's doing all this important stuff, saving lives. and I'm gonna bother him because I'm a little unhappy.
The minute they all entered high school, I told everybody they were my husbands from a previous marriage.
You wonder why they're in therapy.
Therapy. Maybe I should go into therapy. At 2 a.m, waiting for George to come home, I called a radio talk show. I gave them the solution to the crisis.
Give him a little responsibility. He might even start feeling good about himself.
And start hating me if I ask him to do all this.
Now listen, Blanche, you do what is best for David, not what is easiest for you.
Yeah, we had chores on the farm, both boys and girls. And when we'd finished, we had such a feeling of accomplishment.
Non c'è pensare.
I can't believe you're denying your own mother.
Denying her what?
Springsteen tickets, Rose. Will you please stay out of this?
Dorothy is trying to keep Augustine and me apart.
That absolutely adorable man. Dorothy, how could you?
Oh, yes, she is. I heard her on the phone.
Your mother's right, Dorothy.
You begged me to be your partner, and now you're dumping me?
You and I could never be Blanche and Olga Nielsen. That's why I had to team up with her sister Sonia.
Hasn't even gotten there yet. Look, all you got is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Straight, talk it down.
All right, Dorothy, you go get him, darling. Go get him good.
Nothing to it. As I told you before, all we have to do to win is just sleeps only in the daytime.
I know, and then at sunset, she makes a big pot of coffee and sits up all night with that gun.
It's better than having that dog. As long as she doesn't wet the floor.
Zorro mask right out of poor Ed Rosen's hand. Oh, that must be the roofer.
I'm Sid LeBass. You called about your roof?
Yes, won't you come in?
Yeah, wait a sec. I think I stepped in something. That's good enough.
Come out, we're making me dirt for breakfast. Because breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Hi, girls. How's it going? How was practice, Rose? The boys okay? No time to chat now. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Blanche! You're meeting him again, aren't you?
Who, Dorothy?
Who? Who else?
Charlie made me dress him when he had his heart attack before the paramedics got there.
But he wasn't dressed?
We were making love.
Oh, Rose, honey, you never told me. He died while you were making love?
Well, he didn't die then. He had his heart attack then.
You sure you're not going to say I told you so? You're a good person, Dorothy. You want some?
Ah, wonderful. Half a pound of cholesterol.
Are you sure you don't want to go take a ride and look at our swamp?
Yes. Well, I'd been dating seniors since I was 12. I had my reputation to consider.
Shut up, Mom.
After George and I were married, I began to realize that Jamie had this yen for me. Poor boy. Dorothy, do you want her to go?
Well, of course not. It's breaking my heart.
Well, then I, for one, I'm not going to let her go without a fight.
Me neither. Sophia's like a mother to us all. It just wouldn't be the same without her.
But if she wants to live with Gloria, she has every right to do it, and we have no right to make her feel guilty about it. What an idiot. Of all the lame-brained, moronic dopes. I mean, if ever I wanted to reach right through the phone and strangle somebody.
Not really a morning person, are you, pussycat?
It's this caterer that I hired for my Save the Wetlands banquet. He's a week late with the menu. Box 1990, Newcastle, Louisiana. Got it. Glad I could help. Bye-bye.
Hey, Dorothy, Blanche is taking me to the mall. You want to come?
I don't think so.
Oh, honey, come on. You're not teaching today. It'll be fun.
No, I think I'd just rather sit here and read.
Passionate and virtually interchangeable.
You know, Rose is right. Every year at this time, you start robbing the crate. Hey, wait a minute. By any chance, does somebody have a birthday coming up?
All right, yes, damn it. It's almost my birthday. And I intend to forget all about it.
Dorothy?
What is this, the Spanish Inquisition? Look, I don't have to defend myself. If I want to see Glenn, I'll see Glenn. Hi, Ma.
You're home early?
I broke up with Glenn. I told him I couldn't see him anymore.
What, honey?
My new dress.
Oh, is that new?
Yes.
It's sort of old-fashioned looking. I wasn't sure it was new.
Oh, that's the style. The girl told me.
What, was she, a pilgrim?
Come on, Blanche. You look wonderful, Rose. Absolutely lovely.
Well, I suppose I should go. I haven't had died.
What?
Oh, no, Rose.
And the sheriff? I told him about me, how I kill men. And he didn't believe me. He said, let's see, sleep with me.
I'm the queen?
You're also the fool, so we're saving a lot on payroll.
Oh, leave her alone. We have to get to work on the sauce. We begin by taking a shallow bath in olive oil at 7:34 Sicily time.
Why?
There's another date with Carl tonight, huh? You must really like this guy.
I do. Carl is sweet, and he's supportive. He understands that I still have feelings for Miles.
Rose, Miles is in the witness relocation program. You're not supposed to be telling people about him.
I didn't tell him Miles ratted on a gangster named the Cheese Man. Well,
what?
after my boom comes your boom, and then yours until we're all booming.
How complicated is that herring thing?
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
First come in.
I remember spending that Quality Wharf time with my grandma.
Oh, and guess what? Grandma gave me a new nickname to call her in front of the Navy.
What was that?
Sis.
Sis.
Well, she calls her other grandmother Grandine. I ran off with a gas station attendant twice my age to get married in Mexico. When I was 17, I hitchhiked to New York, and for 2 months I was a rockette under an assumed name.
Tyler's Landing kind of pales in comparison.
I stand corrected. How did you...
Not even a titter?
Dorothy, I won't laugh.
Okay. I tell you, honey, I have a blind date tonight, and I want you to go out with him.
You're right, Dorothy. This is one hearty laugh at your orange of cheese. Or Lincoln, great statesman or gas guzzler?
Idiots in positions of power.
Good one. Pussycat.
Girls, I'm just so glad you're still up. Wait till I tell you about my date.
Wait till I tell you about my discovery.
Let's hear it.
It came to me when I was enjoying my second cup of Ovaltine.
Richard flew me to Atlanta for dinner in his private jet.
You're kidding. And that's when it hit me. We don't even need our sludge tube. You can't buy from a scalper. That's a crime.
Well, so is eating grapes at the supermarket, but you do that all the time.
I have to test them.
Rose, 1 is testing, 14 is brunch.
Good Lord, I'm a criminal.
Fine, as long as you already have a record, I can count you in.
And be caught in public with me. And maybe he's right. Maybe I do look awful. But think about this. I still look better than either one of you.
And so, after I threw up, I passed out in this tattoo parlor, right?
However, the producers of the show were kind enough to send over the clothes that he was planning to wear here tonight.
Before she announces the winner, I just...
On your own sister.
I'm not turning my back on you. I love you. I'm just trying to do what I think is best for you.
What you think is best? What do you know about being blind?
Oh, Lily, this is very painful for me. Please don't make it any harder than it already is.
I'm sorry, Rose. I'm sorry. I promise.
The day would come when the tables would turn and I'd have to take care of him. But I guess it has.
Sophia, why don't you come with us? It might be fun to hear Blanche's father sing.
To you, Rose, but what are you...
Sugar, I didn't expect to see you here.
Daddy, I just heard what happened and I'm so sorry. I truly am.
Oh, don't worry. It's my own fault. If I wasn't such a stubborn old fool.
Now, don't be hard on yourself.
Well, it's true. I never should have tried that.
An hour ago.
Hey, we could crush some Oreos on top.
We ran out of those 2 hours ago.
How about some whipped cream?
I think we still have a can. I'll get it. It's in my bedroom.
Never mind, Blanche.
Secrets of my life. I won't do it. I can't. I won't.
Pull yourself together. For God's sake, you're in a psychiatrist's office.
Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, my God.
You go on, honey. We'll be right here.
That's why I named it that. Magenta. No way to really explain it, but fortunately, between friends, you don't have to. Oh, Dorothy. Dorothy.
I killed her. I might just as well have shot her with a gun.
Honey, the woman was 83. She had a heart attack. It was just a coincidence. Now, you haven't slept for 2 nights. You have to stop torturing yourself.
Yes, you're right.
Well, Rose, honey, you can't sleep again.
No.
Oh, Rose, you have to put this terrible thing behind. It was hard to get my daddy angry, but once you did, he could be a real peck of wood.
What's everybody talking about?
I can honestly say I have no idea.
We started out talking about Mrs. Claxton's funeral.
Yeah, but somewhere along the way, we segued into...
But isn't that where one woman and another...
We already know what it means.
But Jean's a very attractive woman. She could have any man she wants.
She doesn't want them.
Well, why not? A man has so much more to offer, you know what I mean, Dorothy?
Yeah, I found that out when Mark Perper was running for...
Well, finally, it got to the day before the prom, and Delbert still hadn't asked me. So I marched across a crowded cafeteria, stared him straight in the eye, and said, "Delbert, what gives?" He said, "Jenny McCoy. That's why I'm taking her to the prom."
That's too bad. A tragedy. A terrible tragedy. May she rest in peace. Great news, Teresa Lombardi passed away.
Ma, what's so great about that?
Her husband, Freddie, he has nothing to do. And neither one of us has seen Ruthless People.
I call her a tramp.
What?
You heard me, tramp. Tramp, tramp, tramp.
Dorothy, we have always had our differences, but I don't think you've ever said anything so vicious or so cruel. I don't believe I'll ever be able to speak to you again.
The greatest dog in the world, the present company excluded. Oh, I loved that dog. He was always with me. I thought I'd never be able to get along without him. And one day he died. I cried for a week, and I decided then I would never, ever go through that again.
Dorothy, I don't know what to say.
I understand, Blanche.
Oh, no, you don't. See, I used to think I was a miracle worker, that nobody could do what I do at the museum. And then you came along and learned my job in less than a week, and I realized any idiot can do...
Told me that Jackie makes you look like a chicken.
I know, but with your nose, you could pull it off.
Girls, you'll never believe what happened. I got a response from my personal ad.
You're kidding.
Great.
And it's just the sweetest letter. He apologizes for waiting so long to respond. He says he...
Hi, Rose.
No, I'm Dorothy.
Hi, Rose.
I'm Blanche. You must be Isaac Newton.
Yes, I am.
I bet you take a lot of kidding about that.
About what?
Rose should be ready any moment.
Christmas, we exchange gifts we make for each other.
Rose, that is a great idea. We'll return all those meaningless, impersonal gifts that we always buy for each other, and we'll make something that comes from the heart.
That is a terrific idea.
Yeah, what do you say, Ma?
Unless you can make a lamb's wool jacket do a handstand, but they surely did appreciate me trying.
But I don't understand. Blanche, just once, why couldn't you let your sister win?
I told you, Dorothy, jealousy is a terrible thing. That'll teach Charmaine to be Daddy's favorite.
Girls, there's only one way we're going to solve this problem.
That's how I'd feel.
I remember the first time anybody ever called me a widow. I was terribly lonely and depressed, just missing George something awful. Finally, my best friend, Rebecca Sue Bliss, persuaded me to join her for a night out. Well, we no sooner stepped through the door into the Boots and Saddle Grill than these two big, brawny truckers came over and
Theater and leave the trunk open.
Goodbye.
Oh, Patrick, you're leaving so soon?
I'm afraid so.
I'll
Well,
see you tonight. At the theater.
Yes, just at the theater.
Well, I must take my leave.
Don't leave your lens.
Your bra, what was your lucky handkerchief doing in there?
I was blowing my breasts, Rose. I stuffed it in to give me cleavage. To turn on the butcher so I could get a decent piece of veal.
Now just think about it. Who would you rather live with, your sister or a goat?
Give me a minute.
All right, I'll do it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
While you're in Sicily getting your things in order, we'll be looking for a place for you to live.
Well, wait a minute. Why should she have to make 2 trips? We can send for her things.
Incident which occurred between my sister Virginia and me when we were in high school. Now, can you believe that one's very own sister could seduce her sibling's boyfriend on the eve of that sibling's senior prom?
Virginia did that to you.
No, I did that to Virginia. She deserved it. She borrowed my saddle shoes without asking.
You're going to stay right here with us.
Dorothy, can I see you for a moment?
Let's go home. Okay, girls, let's go. Good. Blanche.
Dorothy, I just can't take my eyes off that man's body. I want to see more.
He is covered with oil, wearing a loincloth.
Forget you.
You won't have time to. You'll be back here before you know it. This is your home. This is where you belong. You're what this country is all about.
Say goodbye to Rose and Blanche for me. Adios, Teach.
After what happened, I realized it isn't.
And you don't want to become involved with someone who could get hurt every time he goes out to work.
I'm sorry, Al.
That's not the first time I've heard it. I understand.
Thanks. You take good care of yourself, yeah?
Hello.
Yeah, but we could...
Hi, Ma. Hey, how'd you like to have... Oh, come on, Ma. That was 3-4 months ago.
No.
What?
No, I won't watch the kids.
But you love it when the kids come over for a visit.
That's not the point. I won't let you throw away good money. This TV thing is just a fad.
Hey, did you know this turkey comes with stuffing?
Ma, TV is not a fad. Otherwise, Swanson would have called those radio dinners.
Your cousin Gunter will be happy to take baby, as well as the $100,000 that comes along with him.
I beg your pardon.
Uncle Hingelblatter was a very rich man, and he loved this pig dearly. That's why he left you $100,000 to make sure baby would be well taken care of.
Well, I take...
Welcome,
Hi, Dorothy.
And I want you to know that poor, sick, helpless pig in there appreciates what you're doing, too. I'm going to look in on baby. You're the best friends I've ever had in my life.
I feel terrible.
I feel miserable.
Let's go shopping. Go on.
You know, I'm going to tell you something, Blanche. I'm sure glad I am not in her shoes. Oh, I'd hate to have to give a eulogy.
What if it was my eulogy?
What?
What if you were giving a eulogy?
Tough break, Sophia. 1 minute you're about to entertain the masses, the next you're back on a foot covering a corn pad. Now you know how Valerie Harper feels.
Well,
That buy stories about politicians who sleep with sleazy broads. Don't worry, it's not about you.
of course, Rose. You know, like windshield wipers.
So they work.
I assume so, yes.
Just what are you trying to imply?
Slut.
Trash? Now, girls, settle down before you say something you'll both regret.
You know what her problem is?
Having a nice time, Dorothy?
Wonderful.
Me too. This reminds me of when we were kids and you and Stan double dated with me and Lois Burnham.
Oh, yeah, we went to Roseland and you and I did the jitterbug.
And afterwards to Louis for a malt?
Yeah.
Dorothy? What are you talking about?
Come on, Acapulco, the El Presidente. You're planning something big.
Well, yeah. I met this great-looking stewardess on the flight out here, and I asked her to go to Acapulco, and she could only go if I found a sitter for her 2 kids. Hey, I'd really appreciate it.
Hi, so what are you two doing here? I thought you had a Spanish class tonight.
We do, but we're not going. We dropped out.
Well, what about your promotion at the counseling center?
Oh, I can just forget about that. Norwegians are notoriously bad at Spanish.
I guess that's why there were no herring tacos.
And it was I feel like I've known him all my life. I talked to him about Charlie. I talked to him about St. Olaf. I talked to him about my family. I talked to him about my animal friends. I talked to him about life on the farm.
If that man didn't get a medal in the war, he sure as hell deserves one now.
Wait a minute. Did she just... Gee, that might even get you on the 6 o'clock news.
Well, the table on the lanai is all set. I guess Rebecca should be here with Jeremy any minute.
Blanche, did Rebecca bring Jeremy to Miami just to meet you?
I don't know. She didn't say, and I didn't want to ask.
Oh, but you think he might be her boyfriend?
Oh, I don't think so. I didn't see any pictures of him when I went.
Boy, cheesecake, that sounds great.
Why don't we just go sit out on the lanai? Goodbye, sugar. Have a good trip and call me as soon as you get home. Will
Bye.
ya?
Yes,
All right,
bye.
you call me.
Bye-bye.
Did in him. Offering to make him dinner just made you look too easy.
Please, black underwear and pasties couldn't make me look easy.
Oh, Barbara, please, come in, come in.
Oh, hello.
These are my friends. That's Blanche.
Does this mean you'll go to the masquerade ball?
Yes, and I'll tell you something. After all the practice I have had lately, I'd be honored to be the horses behind.
Welcome, Blanche Devereaux. Our next two contestants are brothers from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Blanche, that entire introduction was nothing but lies.
I know, and I just loved it. Did you hear that applause?
Is that all you care about, money and applause?
And sex.
Is back in the cave.
I could vomit just looking at you.
That must be Angelo. You two go out the back. He can't see you here.
Okay.
Go ahead, go, go. Angelo!
Sophia! Ma, come on, it's not funny.
The hell, it's not. Jean in love with Little Miss Muffet. Come on!
What is going on?
Nothing.
We do a lot of things real people do.
Except for one very important thing. Boy, is that going to put a hitch in Dorothy's plans.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland. You must be Frank. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Thank you, Rose. It's very nice.
Makes it up.
Sicily, 1912. Picture this. Two young girls, best friends, who shared three things: a pizza recipe, some dough, and a dream. Everything is going great until one day, a fast-talking pepperoni salesman...
Talking about all the times we've shared.
It brought back a lot of great memories. Ma, it wouldn't be the same without you.
No. Hey, don't ever dramatize. Things aren't so terrific around here. The hell they're not. Things are terrific around here.
Lamar Zbornak. Why don't we just pin a kick me sign on the kid? It's Roger.
Lamar.
Roger.
Lamar.
Roger. Lamar. Roger.
Fabulous. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving already.
Oh, thank God I can't live with myself anymore. Take me.
Blanche.
Dorothy, please, stay out of this. I know what's best. Just slap the handcuffs on me. The bed's this way.
You know what's funny? I was supposed to be Mr. Mailman today. There's Salvador. He's hiding from me, isn't he? He always hides from me. The little monkey hates me.
Don't be silly. Pop is crazy about you.
Don't lie to your grandmother. It's a sin.
Oh, well, maybe he's not crazy about you, but he's very, very fond of you.
He hates me. The man repairs complicated machinery for a living 3 times.
Dipped his toes in the lake known as Blanche.
That wasn't stupid enough to deserve a hit?
You know what I'm gonna do? Put your...
Bruce Willis's hair.
Blanche, I want to talk to you.
I'm in no mood to fight.
Neither am I. That's what I want to talk about. We've been at each other's throats for weeks. We've also been running ourselves ragged trying to outdo each other. It has to stop.
I'm not giving Fidel up, Sophia.
Excuse me. The man in that box was a bum. A scoundrel, a cheat, and a liar. You got that right. Quiet. I work alone. But there was another side to him, and it was beautiful. He awakened feelings in me. What's inside a pit or a pearl? This is a 25-cent nectarine.
Fine, sold.
Blair, don't stand there like a bump on a pickle. Give the man a quarter.
Wanted to.
You mean she has the energy, just not the desire?
Exactly. You know, her mother lived to be 94 and was active right up until the very end. I remember when Grandma was in a wheelchair, she was on the go from morning till night. But she always had time to talk to her grandchildren. Gee, if I close my eyes, I can...
Haven't lost a thing. Why, the way you can tell a story, the way you twirled me around that dance floor, you'd think it was 30 years ago.
Oh, gosh, look at the time. I better go.
Oh, baloney. It's late now. In 10 minutes, it'll still be late. You just sit yourself down right there. Go on. That boy.
Blanche, we all had an agreement. No one dates Harry until an appropriate amount of time has passed.
I know, 18 months. I have it marked on my calendar with a big red circle. As of today, that man is in play. I'm just amazed I was able to wait so. It's a good thing old St. Christopher had his back to me.
No, there's no doubt about it. She's faking.
Dorothy, I didn't learn to do that till I was married.
I meant Ma, Blanche. And I'm gonna go prove it right now.
I think we should order champagne.
And caviar!
Yahoo, we're rich!
It has to be here somewhere.
It's not in the laundry room closet.
It's not in my bedroom, but I knew I didn't hang it in there.
I am...
A dime.
Forget the Dr. Blanche. Call the paramedics. What is taking them so long? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure they're doing the best they can.
Cafeteria was closed. This is all I could find.
Thanks, honey.
Any word on Sophia?
What are ex-husbands for?
To work.
Hey, why are you wearing makeup? So your mother won't be embarrassed?
Honey, he won't pay any attention to you no matter what you do.
Oh, yeah?
What's that for?
You'll need both hands to pray that he gets someone to give him 40.
Bid is 35. Going once.
Oh, no.
Going twice.
Please.
40,000.
Oh, thank God.
Going once. Going twice. So.
Oh, look, girls, here comes the painting. All right, now remember, 10,000. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad we're friends again.
Oh, honey, of course we are.
By the way, I have never asked you what it is you all have.
Oh, we're not sure. All we know is it makes your skin blotchy and your eyes puffy and your cheeks swollen and you get heart palpitations.
All good thing for those palpitations. Otherwise, you might never have known you even had it.
Okay. Here's the game plan. We...
Just wanted to see if you were paying attention.
I think you're just terrific. I feel awful stupid about last night.
Don't, Blanche. I know it's not easy.
I'd love it if we could make plans for next week. My treat.
How about if I call you Monday?
Great. Great.
John?
Elaine, hello.
Hi.
Is Sonny Venuccio there? He is? Sorry, wrong number.
Sophia, does this still have to do with that vendetta business?
Blanche, don't even discuss it with her. The whole thing is ridiculous.
Dorothy, this vendetta is a very real thing. It goes to the root of my soul as a Sicilian. If you don't want to acknowledge it, that's your business.
Fine, Ma.
But I may need a ride later. I want to go to confession. They go easier on you if it's still just an impure thought.
Well, well, you got in pretty late last night.
I know.
So, tell.
I hate you.
Anyway, on him.
Oh, good, here they are.
Hi, I'm Marlon. This is Jackie. We're from the...
Couldn't bear the thought of spending even one day out of the rest of his life without me right there. And then he said, Blanche, would you be my wife? And after I stopped crying, I said yes.
Blanche, you're right. Love is...
Calm down, lady. You just get out of prison?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's not a bad idea, but I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, me too.
Embarrassed? Well, there's no reason to be embarrassed. Now, these are discreet professionals.
Mediocre. So Tunder used his magic only once more, and that was to make his powers disappear.
And they lived happily ever after?
No, actually, she got bored and ran off with Weisblatt the Weasel. That was Tunder's old business manager. But they lived happily ever after.
Sure, a lousy photographer. Who is that?
Uncle Vittorio.
His head's cut off. How can you tell?
Because that's exactly how he looked in the morgue after he turned state's evidence against Benny the Blade.
Oh, Ma, this is so special, spending this time together.
Yeah, right.
It was a phone booth. Well, it's my turn. Oh, six. What luck I own Lock and Britton Avenue. Game's over, I win. You win.
Rose, how...
Honey, what you looking for?
Nothing.
Now, Sophia, tell me the truth. A little dinky play.
With that... Gee, Ma, I don't know if this was such a good idea.
I think you're right, Dorothy. Maybe I should have done my own hair. I've been doing it for years.
That's why it looks like something you buy on a stick at halftime.
Not so fast, Eduardo. What are you going to do with me?
You have good bones. Yes, this is a strong, noble face full of wisdom and sincerity. You could be a Greek goddess.
Oh, go on, Eduardo. Oh, girls, we can't do this. Now, remember the party. It's 2 weeks from Saturday.
No, it isn't. This year, Phyllis moved it to Sunday.
Then we have an extra day. We can worry about our bodies tomorrow.
I'll get the plates.
I'll get the fork.
I'll get the hot fudge. I'll get the... Your heart's in the right place, Rose, but I don't know where the hell your brain is.
Morning.
Oh, Dorothy, you look terrific. Where are you going?
Oh, to see that specialist that Harry recommended?
Wipe off your makeup.
What?
You look too healthy. Maybe that's why they don't believe you. You don't...
A man's work. It's all gold. Just open it anywhere and the magic will touch you. But I'm so tired. I must sleep, and I cannot sleep. I am too tired to sleep. I will never sleep again. I may die from this. Where is it?
It's Dr. Bird, the neurologist I saw in New York, the one who told me I was just getting old and to go see a psychiatrist.
Dorothy, don't make a scene.
Order without me. Ma, you're not going.
Why not?
I don't think you should be doing anything as strenuous as going to a sperm bank until you've had that checkup. Too bad.
All right, I'll go to the doctor, but this better be a great sperm bank.
So, I guess we're going?
Oh, I guess.
Stage of my life.
I used to think Stan would take care of me. I mean, we didn't have much saved, but he was a darn good novelty salesman. Sounds naive now to think that I placed my hopes for the future on a bald pinhead with the morals of a maggot who made his living selling plastic dog do.
God, what am I going to do?
this one.
You're a college professor?
Well, what did you think I meant when I said I taught Hemingway?
I thought you were old.
I want you to meet some people, Rose. Gail, Lillian. It's my friend Rose. How do you do?
Hello, Miles. Dorothy, I really need you there. I need your shoulder in case he takes his away.
Oh, all right, I'll go. Ma, where are my dancing shoes?
In the Smithsonian, right next to Fred Astaire's. How the hell would I know? For dinner.
Dorothy, tell me something else that's on your list. An entertainer.
Entertaining people, getting my master's, and I wanted to sleep with Michael Del Vecchio.
Wait a minute, Michael Del Vecchio? Is he tall with black hair? Dorothy, if there's something you're aching to do, then you simply have to do it. Do you remember when we went to amateur night at the Comedy Barrel? Honey, I know you've got to be as good as some of those people.
I couldn't. I'd be up there sweating bullets.
And dodging some.
No, you should try it, Dorothy, and we'd be right there, front and center, cheering you on.
Oh, no, this is crazy. I mean, what if I die out there?
Oh, who cares if you stink? Who cares if nobody laughs? Who cares if you make a fool of yourself?
I care.
Then you got problems.
Rose has got to find some new role models.
Black Rose? I need you. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Enough 34. Really, Rose, speaking from the heart and not from the makeup, you're the best. That's why I work you like a dog, out of respect.
Thank you.
But I don't want to kill you. So,
Ma!
Yes! This really was a good idea. This is really fun.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I was getting out. Gee, that's gonna be rough. I bet after 10 years in the jug, he's gonna be pretty short on foreplay.
Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You should listen to yourself sometime. What are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything.
Well, then why don't you come to the meeting? Maybe you'll find something to make your life better.
Oh, all right. Rose, if it'll make you happy, I'll go.
Rose, me too.
Oh, you won't regret it.
$1 and free root canal work.
You're a dentist.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $25,000 and free root canal work.
You're a dentist too.
No, but I really want this car.
Mail call. Me.
Look, everybody named after an apostle, come with me. Excuse me, there was no Eddie.
Have you guys ever heard of Totally Hidden Video? Well, underneath this gray wig is comedian Kay Ballard. Thanks for being on our show.
Well, I want to tell you something. I love you more than anything.
Even more than the Dodgers on 5-cent beer night?
Okay, even more than that.
Wow. Daddy, I love you.
I love you too, kiddo. Come on, let's go to the zoo.
Is anything wrong?
She just realized there's going to be a scar. It's really just last-minute stage fright. All my patients have it.
Oh, honey, I'm sure it'll be nothing. You'll hardly notice it.
That madman wants to rip me open from stem to stern.
Your two favorite parts.
What is it?
Did my father ever go fishing?
What?
When I was a kid, I always fantasized about the kinds of things my father and I would have done together. Going fishing was always my favorite. Did he?
Sure it is.
No, it's okay, Rose.
No, it is important. What's the matter?
I've rewritten this thing 3 times, and the most persuasive slogan I can come up with is, "Save our swamps. No, really, we mean it."
I like it.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, I don't.
Sounds like I'm...
Is this the end of the road for us, Pumpkin?
Oh, Miles, can't you see I'm overwhelmed? I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Fine. Let me help make it easy for you. Dump Buzz.
Miles, I know it's asking a lot, but I'm going to need a little time to figure. There I was, drenched, and someone yelled out, "Hey, don't you have enough sense to come in out of the rain?" But then it hit me. And when I went home to St. Olaf, I passed on this bit of street smart savvy. The next thing you know, in St. Olaf, the inn thing...
Hey, give me a break. You can't smell that from the hall.
Then there was the time Hans Eriksson wanted to take an elk to the prom. The whole town was divided on that one.
Pussycat, if you're writing to your brother Phil, tell him I said thanks for... Thanks. All right, I'm going. Here, Dorothy, you throw this out. I'll push a car around the front.
All right, let's see. Who's next? Number 43?
Time I came up a winner. Things have changed.
Hey, Stan, I'm her legal guardian. We'll take the car.
Stanley, I think you'd better leave.
I thought I could make up for some of the mistakes, but I was wrong. You won't let me. You have an image of what a Stan Zbornak is, and no matter how he's changed, you'll never see a new man. Don't worry. Won't bother you with any gifts anymore.
Dorothy, I remember you fondly, and the same goes for Blanche and Rita. Wish you were here. No one can reach the 3rd shelf in the pantry. Best, Sister Ma. God, I miss that woman. Now, say what you want about her.
Why couldn't you bury him in a suit?
Because this is what he wanted. You know, it hasn't been easy for me, Sophia. It hasn't been easy.
Oh.
Ladies, I'd like to get started with the service soon.
Father Salerno, Angela was worried.
Why didn't she stop the dress thing?
He's been doing that all his life. That didn't start with me.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Are you worried that people will think it's your fault, Sophia?
Oh, it's not like having a war hero in the family.
Angela, was he a good husband?
Yeah.
Me.
I know that joke.
Everybody heard on the radio that some anonymous ma was complaining that her dependent daughter, Dorothy, doesn't have a life of her own.
What? Heck!
I know, baby, I know.
Oh, Rose, this is terrible. You have been robbed of the most basic sense of security. You know, no matter what else is happening, at the very least, I know...
Now that's too eerie.
The dogs are on my tail again. Through the river. Run through the river.
Ma, we just put in a new bell. It's to scare people.
It'll never work.
Hello. Are you true? Disaster.
Sweetheart, give yourself some credit. It wouldn't have been a total disaster without you.
Oh. Really? Mr. No Guy with an Earring parks my car. My God. You'd think an elegant restaurant like that would bring out the best in a man.
What it brought out was $250 from my wallet.
Tiffany, come here, you.
Aurora just got up, so you may not be able to put her down for a nap this afternoon.
Oh, that's all right. I enjoy it when she's awake.
Mother, this is so unlike you. You've never really liked babies.
Rebecca, go home. You are interfering in mine, the baby's bonding time.
You haven't aged a bit. I said you haven't aged a bit.
I hear you. I'm not deaf. Haven't staged a hit?
Oh, John, I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Dorothy.
You remember my...
The other great Southern writers like, all those that are so famous they need not be mentioned. Oh, girls, it's going to be so exciting. I am going to make a fortune. And I won't even have to use my imagination. My life is a romance novel.
You'll look like a baby.
I don't feel any tingling. When's it gonna hit me?
Oh, I just had a terrible thought. What if in some weird way all this was true and Ma went to jail? Oh, my God.
Dorothy, maybe we should all get some rest and try to figure a way out for Sophia tomorrow.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Dorothy, can we look in on Sophia, too?
She is like a mother to us.
I think she'd like that. Here's the key.
I've been thinking about what we should do in case they...
Don't want to believe it. It's a great story.
I've even told that. It's never stopped her before. You know, whatever sounds good, she tells it as fact.
You see why we never had to write?
You still haven't answered the question of how somebody else got into the room.
What if there was a knock at the door? Nesbitt might have assumed that it was the waiter with the champagne.
That is speculation.
That one more point. The hotel security chief cordoned off the room. So the only people who saw the room...
So, wait a minute. You mean those guys were all in on it?
I was in on it, too.
Oh, come on, you were not.
Oh, all right, I was not. Damn it, I just hate to be the brunt of jokes.
Funny you don't mind being the brunt of limericks. Place to rent. Well, stop saying that. Hey, wait a minute. The city says you can't have 3 renters, but what if we're all co-owners?
Co-owners?
Yeah. You sell us each a share of the house, and we pay you every month like we always have, but instead of paying rent...
Okay, didn't see her sitting there.
Oh, Miles.
Get it while you're young, baby.
Hey, Rose, come on. Let's go. I've got a great idea. You ever watch that romantic cruise that leaves at 6 p.m. from the pier?
Oh, she has to see what a real date is like.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Petrillo. She's just not my type.
I see. How about Mr. Hamilton? Is he your type?
What time should I pick her up?
7:30 and buy her something pretty.
Okay, but if you want me to kiss her goodnight, it's going to cost you extra.
For that handsome guy in the red Corvette that I cut off on Highway 12 yesterday, well, you can call my personal number, which is flashing on your screen now. I'll get it. One thing about Guido Spirelli, I think maybe she went there to try to find him.
You're kidding? I know him like a book. I know his tastes, I know his tendencies, I know he hates humidity. And if I don't miss my guess, I could pinpoint his location exactly.
Oh, thank God.
He's someplace air-conditioned.
It's time, Sophia.
Do I have to?
Don't be so sad. We'll be together again.
I love you, Sal.
And I love you. And tell my little Spumoni face something. I'm proud of her.
Nance.
Welcome home, soldier.
If I lose my job, I won't be able to do anything but sit home and tell St. Olaf stories.
Blackmail. Oh, very smart.
Hey, they don't call me Harold Goldstein for nothing.
Maybe if we don't...
Off the hook.
Not one phone call from a man all day, Rose. By the way, Dorothy, if I were a lesbian, I sure would be a popular one. Look at this. 20 calls. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's... Oh, what am I doing? Something disgusting and unattractive about me?
Yes.
Now, you cut it out, you old worm woman. What's wrong, Blanche? I'm in love, that's what's wrong. I am desperately, completely, helplessly in love. Batteries are...
Oh, you make me sick.
Oh, I am home, dear, dear friends. What a glorious night.
Dorothy Spornak, I just hate you. There you go again, rubbing it in how I'm having a sex drought.
Bugs at his place. Well, he didn't want to make a big deal of it. He said he could try to pass him off as shellfish and sell him out of the back of his trunk. But I thought it was a great story, and so did my boss. In fact, he's putting it on tonight's news.
Rose, please tell me you're kidding.
My boss said he wanted to expose Angelo's land. Well, that's the silliest thing I ever heard. Feeling guilty for sharing a little kiss with a friend?
Well, see, she's right. There's nothing wrong with kissing a friend.
Or a stranger? Who knows why we acted like we did?
God, oh, we were so worried.
Had a very mild cardiac episode, no permanent damage, and you can see her just as soon as we get her moved into her room.
Oh, did you hear that? Rose is fine. My prayer was answered.
Who knows? Maybe that's what did it. I know I was doing some praying. But to tell you the truth, I didn't even notice. I mean, I've been so busy smiling myself.
I'm glad too. Strange, isn't it? It just seems like we've known each other for a lot more than 3 days.
What is this, Wimbledon? Oh, Sophia, stop that.
Oh, Sophia, I'm glad you're here. You know I'm moving in with Kirsten tomorrow.